It's 7:49 on Laser 103.3 on this morning's program. In the studio is the great actor from the movie everybody knows and loves. Of course, I'm talking about Collision Course, 1989 with Pat Morita and Jay Leno. Ernie Hudson, how are you?
I'm doing great. Great.
Do you remember that movie at all?
I do remember that movie. I remember they ran out of money and said, would I continue working on the movie for free? And I said no. So not in much of it, but I do remember the movie, yeah.
Is that literally how it went down? Like,
it literally went down that way.
This is good, but we can't pay him. Well,
right.
I got other things to do.
Time to move on.
Grass needs being mowed. Speaking of 89 movies, I always thought Leviathan was a really scary movie.
Yeah, I love Leviathan. I had a great time. We shot it in Italy and Malta. But I don't know. I think it came out a year when they had 2 or 3 other underwater movies. Maybe it got lost.
That was the thing back then, I think. What was the other one? No, Abyss was 90.
The Abyss came right after Deep Nine or Deep Water or something.
Right,
I don't know. So there were a few movies, and Hollywood has a way of somebody gets an idea and everybody wants to do it. So
let's do that.
Meat Eaters, superhero.
Yeah. But it was a great cast. Peter Weller and Amanda Pace and Hector Elizondo was in it. It was good.
I've always loved Hector Elizondo. I loved him in what was that CBS Legal show? He always seemed like a guy of gravitas.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
But I heard Peter Weller and Amanda Pace fought like cats and dogs on that.
Well, they were supposed to be the love interest in the movie, and I don't think there was a lot of love. But happening. It's like.
Of course, Ghostbusters, that's your meal ticket right there, buddy. Right?
Yeah, not a big meal, a Happy Meal ticket.
Yeah. But, I mean, because of it, you're doing stuff like Wizard World Comic Con. Well, and The Crow, I should mention. You don't want to ignore
Oz.
that. Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Oz. Do you watch Orange is the New Black?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I hear it's really good.
It's really good. And people who haven't seen it, like, whoa, chicks in prison, a lot of rape or something. Like, no, it's not like Oz.
Yeah.
But Ghostbusters, 30 years ago?
31 years ago now, yeah.
Jesus. What's that like? How's that been for you?
Well, it's been a good 30. I mean, life is good. I got no complaints. Very, very happy to have been a part of it. And it's nice that 30 years later, people still, get their jumpsuits and backpacks and turn their cars into ectomobiles. And I'm humbled by it, actually.
I read recently, though, that you were told it was going to be more for Winston in that movie.
Well, I have this is a disagreement, me and Ivan Reitman, the producer, director. He remembers this all very differently. So I go, okay, whatever. But, it was a little bit different when I came into the movie and what we ended up doing. But I also recognize, I was explaining to him that I understand that because I'm an actor, that's the nature of the business. It wasn't like I was saying anything, anybody did anything personally to me. It's just that's how the business works.
Right.
But, it's been 30 years. And it's all good. I try to be, I'm going to be good no matter what happens or no matter how it sort of comes out. Because a lot of things that going on that you don't understand. But it's
amazing that you hear these stories and you have a front row seat to a lot of it, how things change when the ball gets rolling on a movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's the craziest change you've seen on a movie set where, like, not even just like a title changes, but the whole plot changes? The script has been not rewritten, but thrown out.
Well, it changes. We mentioned Collision Course, and I was saying how they ran out of money, but I went down to North Carolina to shoot the movie, and we worked for a week, and then they fired the director and part of the crew, and then we went back to work, and we were in the middle of a scene, and Jay Leno said, "Don't get too caught up in this because this guy's out of here." So they fired another director and brought in and part of the cast. I was like the only cast member, Jay and Pat. Everybody else was gone again. So, it gets a little weird.
Was the director of that movie Conan O'Brien? No?
I don't
Jay
think
likes
so.
firing that guy.
Oh.
Ernie Hudson joins us. He's at Wizard World Comic Con this weekend. Make sure you get your tickets and go see Ernie. b-sox.
What's your thoughts on the all the Ghostbuster remake talk that's coming out? There's been a couple different versions of it where they're going to do, recast a bunch of guys, recast a bunch of women.
Yeah.
What's your thought?
Well, I mean, I'm glad they're doing something with the franchise. It's been 25 years since the last one. And I'm amazed it's taken so long. I know they're saying Bill Murray was the holdup. I don't know if that's true or not. But Yeah, I'm glad they're doing something. My thoughts. They haven't asked me to be a part of it. If I am and if it's a job, I'm sure my thoughts, I'll be very excited. I have a lot more to say, but
you got to play it cool
but
right
in the
now.
meantime, I'm like, I don't know. No, but I am glad for the fans. I think the fans have been wanting, more, and there should have been more. It's certainly a subject that you can build a lot of things around. So.
Do you like that it's essentially new characters, kind of stemming off the Ghostbusters genre? As opposed to this is the new Venkman, this is the new Winston.
Yeah. I kind of think it's easier in my mind if they went with new characters, sort of. How do you redo? Because otherwise, I don't think you can redo the first movie. I think whatever that magic was that happened, nobody had control over that. Sometimes it comes together really nicely, and a lot of times it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. But you can't redo the first one. We tried doing the second one, trying to redo the first one, and even that didn't work as well. So, so I think they're right to just try something totally different, guys.
Hey, Ernie, quick question.
Yeah,
what do you think of this Twinkie?
That's a big Twinkie.
Thank you. Speaking of Twinkies, can you do a little thing called Tap Out?
Sure.
It's a series. It's 5 questions. They start pretty easy.
Okay.
Then they get progressively more either awkward or personal.
Okay.
And you can tap out.
I feel like tapping out already, but go ahead.
My.
Sure.
Don't do it because he's been going on we got to do something with Twinkies all week.
Sorry,
I'm
not that original. I'm not.
Okay,
He's hooked on the Twinkies.
So what do I say? Tap out, or how do we know if I tap out?
Just say tap out. I'm gonna tap out on that, and then you're done with the whole thing.
Oh, once you tap out, you're done.
Done. Yeah.
Oh.
We won't move any further in questions. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So tap out. I'll give you 5 questions. We'll start easy.
Now, if I don't know the answer, is that an automatic tap out? Or I just say I don't know the answer and we go to the next?
Just say you don't know the answer. Just be truthful. Okay?
Be truthful.
Be 100% truthful. Okay?
Right.
It'll set you free. So, Ernie, like we said, you're turning 70 in December. You look great, by the way. What would you like for your birthday?
Oh. What I like for my birthday?
It's a big birthday.
I don't know. An Aston Martin would be nice.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Seriously, you want an Aston Martin?
I'd love an Aston Martin, yeah.
You're not a Bugatti or a Maybach guy?
No, Aston Martin is that's good enough. Or the Tesla.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, Tesla would be nice.
I like that. Question number 2. Give us a weekly average of how many times you've been offered a Twinkie and how sick of you are of Twinkies.
Well, I ate part of a Twinkie last night. They had a little gift box for me in the hotel, and I actually took a bite out of it and realized why I don't eat Twinkies. But I rarely get offered a Twinkie unless I'm doing conventions. Usually at conventions, someone will bring me some
really?
Twinkies.
Big surprise.
I should mention, every time you do a question, I'll give you a Twinkie. So you've done 2, there's 2 Twinkies.
Okay.
And are you sick of Twinkies?
No, I'm not sick of anything.
Okay.
I like anything in abundance. Even if I don't want it, I can give it away, so I'm good.
And if you go through all the questions with us, I have a nice incentive prize for you.
A box of Twinkies?
It's not a box of Twinkies. It's non-Twinkie related.
All
okay,
week.
all right, okay.
Ernie,
So there's
all
2.
week. Twinkie this, Twinkie that.
This show is partially funded by Hostess, I should point out. All right, so next question. You have 4 sons.
Yes.
Who's your favorite?
Okay, well, the real answer is I don't have a favorite. One is my youngest son is easier to deal with. My oldest son is more fun to talk to. My second son is easier to hang with. And my third son is just to watch.
Wow.
He got around it. He didn't tap out.
That's a little BS answer, though.
It's a BS
yeah,
answer.
I mean, I love them all for different reasons, I guess. But
all right.
But some are easier. My youngest son is easier to deal with.
Okay.
So maybe if that's liking him more, I don't know.
We'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right. Ernie Hudson, Wizard World Comic Con. 2 more questions. If you get through all of them, we'll give you that nice little prize at the end.
Okay.
Biggest acting role you didn't get?
That I didn't get.
Indiana Jones.
Well, the Family Matters I didn't get. I'm not sure if I really...
Where were you supposed to be on Family Matters?
Urkel.
Yeah, no, the dad. No,
You were supposed to be Carl?
I would have done Urkel.
You were supposed to be Carl on
Well,
Family?
yeah, they were talking about it, but that didn't... and Grey's Anatomy, I didn't want to audition, so they moved on.
Dr. Weber, maybe?
Yeah, the head of... the one that... the head of the
Isaiah Washington character.
No, his dad. The
dad?
other character, the Pickens. Well, who plays was the chief surgeon for a while. He's still on the show 13 years later.
Dr. Sexy?
Making $1 zillion. No,
Chief?
I don't want to say the black guy. I mean,
that's racist, Ernie
come to
Hudson.
life, but Bobby, I'm saying the black guy. That's like, the older black guy. It's like,
No, it's,
I was made for that.
I like your agent because they're like, he's not auditioning. Ernie doesn't audition.
No, it's like, and I go, but they're giving the job to somebody else. You're not going to audition. It's not worth it.
I like that.
But they're giving the job to somebody else.
All right, and the final tap out question. You're doing pretty well. You got through all of them so far. I don't know. Here it is. Marry, buff, kill. Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd.
You know, Mary Boff.
You have to marry one of these guys. You have to just have sex with one of them, and you have to kill the other one.
Okay, so what is it?
Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis.
So I get to choose.
You got to marry one,
Marry one of them,
kill the other, and then sleep with the other.
and then they're gone. They just walk away.
Oh God, I've never even. Jeez, man, they talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, how many times can you tap out? It's like, it's like, I think it's So Danny Aykroyd, Bill Murray,
Harold Ramis.
Mary, Harold would be a cool guy to be married to if I were a woman.
Okay.
And sleep with someone.
This is where it gets interesting.
This is really
It's all hypothetical. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're not judging you on these answers.
Well,
happily married man.
I actually have a harder time killing one than sleeping with one of them, which is I don't know what that says about me, but probably Billy would probably be more interesting, I would think.
Sex?
To sleep with, I would think.
So marry Harold Ramis.
And but that means they'd have to kill Danny Aykroyd, but...
he's Canadian, so it doesn't count.
There you go. So there we go.
Well, you got through all the questions, Ernie. Here's your prize, a laser T-shirt.
Oh my God!
It was worth it!
Oh,
it was so worth it!
I can put that on and eat Twinkies.
Ernie Hudson, you've been a sport. We appreciate it.
He's going to walk out, just dump it in the trash.
First, he's going to piss on it. That's what I think of your damn T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Sure. No, I'll wear this proudly.
It's an XL. I don't know if that's big enough for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow,
we appreciate it. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming on and putting up with us.
Oh, it was great
Appreciate
talking to you guys.
Ernie Hudson, everybody. Go to Wizard World Comic Con at Wells Fargo Arena. News is on the way.